Come out to the bar.
Hello YouTube, cheers and welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm B-Boy Slim.
And The Basement Debates is the first exclusive hip-hop debate format. Every Tuesday and Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So welcome back, Basement family. Today, we're just gonna ask a simple question. What is T.I.'s real motivation for fuck nigga? Excuse the language, but that's the actual name of the song. You guys saw that we put it up. We put it up in its entirety. We didn't want to even make no money off of it. We just wanted to let people hear what he had to say. And there's a backlash for some reason on the internet and other places in the barbershop. You may have heard it. He's only doing it because of Tiny. He's only doing it because of the feud that he has with Mayweather. Right, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna debate that. What is his real motivation? Bunch of what?
Bunch of nonsense.
With that being said, Lego. That's the debate. I'll let you start it off, man. What is T.I.'s real motivation for fuck nigga?
I think his real motivation is, well, for the song Fuck Nigga, not only to bark, if you will, or sound off on Floyd Mayweather or whatever have you. Because people looked at that and said, oh, he had a prior problem with Floyd Mayweather. If you guys paid attention to the IG post when those rumors and that backlash started to happen, he quickly went to IG and said that, you know, this is ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, and had his wife right there, Tiny right there. And not so much to even back him up, but to show that she has nothing to do. And this is his wife. This is the man's wife. But he, as a man, you must stand up sometimes. And I think he wanted to show, like, I'm a man first. Like, I'm a grown man. I do and say what I want to say. You know, you talking about. Like, so in that context, when he did the IG post, he pointed out the fact that, first of all, I didn't do what I did as far as fuckboy because of you. You did what you did as far as going to the Gucci store, recording yourself a day after I told our people in our community to boycott the brand. You went out your way to go and say, oh, nah, you know. And this is why as black people, I feel personally that we can't get ahead, because you go out your way to try to disrupt that or offset that by saying, nah, we could wear Gucci. Some people could wear Gucci. You know, we have to have our own minds. This is a day after the brand comes out with a garment, with a shirt that has a black face that resembles Sambo, that resembles the black face when we were being exploited on television and made fun of and mocked, eating chicken and watermelon. This is that blackface. And it come to find out, it wasn't just by random or by chance that this happened, because as we seen, Burberry, Prada, they had shirts with nooses on them. That was Burberry. I think Prada came out with a symbol of and like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of everybody or too far over everybody's head or go into a conspiracy theory on why this may have happened. But what we do know is that it's happened. And they had the audacity to put it in your face and say, yo, go buy our brand. This is what the brand is for the month. Coincidentally during Black History Month? Coincidence or no? No, I don't think so. But, you know, and this is what he was standing up saying, we need to boycott this. Too much of our money is being spent by us and we're wearing their belts. We see them with we're wearing their flip flops. We're wearing their shirts. We're wearing their hat. Too much. We've extended the olive branch with Dapper Dan, who comes from Harlem, who used to replicate the brand. They brought him into the fold to try as a consultant, and he showed his disapproval and disappointment in the choice and lack of taste that Gucci chose to do right up under our noses and put a blackface shirt out. During Black History Month, they put a blackface shirt out that resembles Sambo. So, in that context, I understood why T.I. would say, no, this is wrong, we need to stand up and boycott. What is confusing is that the guy, out of everybody else that could have said, you know what, I'm gonna wear my Gucci or record themselves wearing Gucci, out of everybody else, the guy that T.I. previously had problems with, the guy that T.I. pulled up on because of his wife, in honor and stake of his wife and his name and his family honor, pulled up on him, the famous boxer that was undefeated, and say, yo, do we have a problem? Do you want a problem or not? He pulled up on him physically in real life, not on IG, no shenanigans. In real life, on real time, he pulled up. So it seems kind of funny and odd to me that right after T.I. does a PSA about standing up and not spending our dollars with somebody who doesn't respect us, that you come out and say, nah, it's okay to wear Gucci. Then use your head. You be your own man. We can wear Gucci. It's okay. I like everybody. This was his words verbatim. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not using interpretation. This is his words verbatim. I like everybody. I see no problem with wearing Gucci. I'm gonna drop 50 bands in Gucci right now at the Gucci store. You did that to spite him and disrupt what he was doing and the movement that he was trying and the campaign that he was trying to get going. And it's sickening because us as black people, if you really felt that way, why not just be quiet and go about your business? Why did you have to record it and make a spectacle out of it? It's obvious that you're playing this tick for tack game with him. So then when he comes back and uses his platform, which is a rap artist, which is to make music and to further enlighten the people, further keep people woke, and says fuck boy, people have the audacity to question his motive behind it and say, oh, it had to been about Tiny. No, the fact that he recorded himself at the Gucci store a day after T.I. said don't wear Gucci, don't spend your money with Gucci, that was about T.I. T.I. making a song was in response to that. And you do look like a fuckboy when there's no clean water in Flint, Michigan, and that is your hometown, and you're a billionaire, and you're on the internet bragging about spending money at the Gucci store. You do look like a fuckboy. There's no other way to say that right there. Enough is enough. I don't know what Bruce has to say in defense of that, but we'll see what direction he wants to go.
Well, I'll say one thing is you said it fervently, put some spice on it. You made a great point that really Mayweather's the first one to come with some foolishness that was directly in response to T.I. because of Tiny. That was Mayweather that was in response just because of whatever beef they had with Tiny. It was obvious. He has no beef with Gucci and he has no beef with T.I. other than that. So, you're right. All I was gonna say is, but you already went on the rant. I don't have much more to say. All I want to say is, you can look at it in a different way. If you think that anything he said in that song wasn't true, was made up, or was hyperbole, or unnecessary, or simply not true, then you can say he did it because of Tiny. If everything that he said in that song was something that you can get behind and understand, all of a sudden, I'm not really sure what the debate is. If he said anything untrue, untoward, false, hyperbolic about Mayweather, or even used his name, everything he said in there was on point, was to the facts, was actually uplifting, was knowledgeable, and was well done. I don't know if he said something wrong, you could say, well, he did it just because of Tiny. I think that everything he said is the reason why he did it. And if you listen to the song, you would know that. So I'm not sure if we have a debate here, but I think what you said was well said. I don't have to repeat it. Just listen to the song.
If T.I. somewhere, like if you can find where something about this particular move contradicts who contradicts T.I.'s character over the last 10 years, and someone point that out. Please give us feedback and point out to where, because then I wouldn't be prone to agree with somebody who would say it's about Tiny. But if everything that he's done, including speaking out against his best friend Wayne, when Wayne was wrong in saying, you know, it's all about my bitches, I never heard of the Black Lives Movement, he stood up for that. When Houston's was discriminating against black people, he protested and marched for that. There's even been situations in Atlanta where there was a guy, I believe, I wanted to look this up, there was a guy, I believe, that was trying to kill himself. And not that T.I. is a perfect angel, superhero, or anything like that, but I just wanted to point these out because it points to his character and what he stands for. And this is why I said, if you can point me to anything that contradicts or is in contrast, and to which, you know, we know T.I. to do and stand up and speak on, then please point that out to me. You would be enlightening me. But everything about this guy's character suggests that when there's an injustice within hip hop, if it's not Jay-Z, who lately has been the model saint for for black activists in our culture, then you could bet your bottom line T.I. has spoken about it or will speak up about it, and he's done that time and time again. Whether Floyd Mayweather was boxing, we knew he had TMT or not. Like T.I. speaks about it, he marches about it, he will fight about it. We've seen that within T.I. Everything about T.I.'s character and what he's done in the past, his reputation precedes him. This is just typical T.I. being T.I., speaking up when no one else has the balls to, and saying this is wrong. Let's not spend our money with somebody who doesn't respect us. So to say that, to sit there and question his motive and say that, I just go to his track record. You know, when somebody gets locked up, they look at your history, they look at your priors. Look at his priors, look at his history before you convict him or persecute him, as they say. You know,
he said the only difference with this is he said his motivations for writing the song in the song, and if in any one of those statements that he said you find a falsehood or a hyperbolic statement, then you can say it must be about something else. But if everything he said was facts and true, and he said that's why he said it,
how could we question?
You have no leg to stand on that it's about anything else, unless those things that he said aren't that important to you. And you think that's not enough. If it's not enough for you, then okay. Well, that's why you don't believe it. We got shout outs. Listen, leave a comment. What do you think? We kind of have the same idea here, but what do you think? Let us know. And we shout you out. This is the proof. Brian Nepomuceno. Said, so we can shout me out on your show? Yes, and you got a shout out for that. For happiness sake, I guess, right? For happiness S, say great work, guys. Appreciate that. Marcus Rab, bunch of fists up. Appreciate that. Marquise Smith, you already know, man. Wow, good to see you again. Must suck to be a fuck nigga. Anthony Alamillo says, these guys are smoked out. Ali is the dopest MC of all time. Below him is Tech 9. So on and so forth. Facts.
And I know that's pointing towards that conscious debate we had.
Big Crit versus Brother Ali.
And again, I keep hearing the thing about,
he says dopest MC of all time.
Brother Ali is more conscious. Now,
he just said dopest of all time.
Now you see, when you called Brother Ali the dopest MC of all time, I realize there's no argument because we're on two totally different planes. We're in two totally different dimensions. We're worlds apart, is what I'm trying to say. Because on nobody's list, in my 30 years of living and listening to hip hop, have I ever heard somebody say that Brother Ali was the dopest MC of all time? So therefore,
it's a matter of opinion.
I'm gonna call this, right, a difference of opinion would be the political way to put that. And you have a right to that. But however, the more conscious rapper or the better conscious rapper, which was what the debate was about, still belongs to Big Crit.
All right, we're gonna run down these. We got a little bit out of time. We got AK the Phantom. Check them out. Tim Miller. Appreciate you. King Pimpin' said dope insight. Appreciate you. Willie King said smack. Willie King, appreciate that. DVS says salute to you, brother. Kaoka Beats said nice. King Pimpin'. Appreciate you, King Pimpin'. Y'all check him out. He does music too. And Molly Beats, last one said cool show. Appreciate everybody from Molly Beats all the way up to Brian Nepomuceno. You guys leave those comments. You saw the wrap up. You saw the show. Who wins this debate? Well, what do you think? This isn't even a debate this time.
Give us feedback. We got more dope shows coming. Y'all let us know what y'all want us to debate about.
Yeah, I like that. Leave them right down there. We may pick your choice.
We appreciate all the subscribers. We appreciate all the future subscribers. Keep pressing that button. Keep tuning in.
Peace.